All right, what is up, YouTube? How's everyone doing? Happy Sunday. And yes, this is a Sunday video. We don't usually put them out, but I was sitting in front of my computer this weekend. I'm actually making this on Sunday, and I kind of wanted to put out a scalping version of CCT just for those of you who might enjoy it. It's just free game. It's nothing more. I'm not personally trading it right now, but I kind of want to address some things and want to show you guys the effectiveness of this strategy on every time frame. It really just, it depends on your understanding of being able to implement it. I even put out a post today on my Twitter profile talking about there's quite a few people that took a US dollar Swiss franc trade last Thursday that they shorted, and yes, they ended the day in profits. First of all, it was even Thanksgiving, but some people held it into the next day and they were like, oh, it didn't work. But if the market Friday, the day after, it even re-entered and it literally went straight to take profit, straight to draw on liquidity, and that was 5 times. That was a 5R on the loss the previous day. So it depends on your understanding. It depends on your confidence in it too. Are you able to take the second entry? If you are, you would have been up 5 times what you lost on the first one. And you have to realize no one's going to hit 100% of the time. I'm not even hitting 100% of the time, but you're going to find that this is one of the few, if not one of the only strategies in the entire industry that you're going to find that has one of or two of two things: a high win rate and a high risk to reward. And that's what I really believe. If you can combine those two, because a lot of people have one or the other, if you can combine those two, you are going to be separated from just people who are just profitable to people who are extremely, extremely profitable. And I believe that is the main key. A lot of people don't know this. That's the main key on why Trades by Sai is as profitable as he is because he has both of those things: high risk to reward and high win rate. And we've been able to see that too recently. I know a lot of other people have. I know there's people making insane amounts of money in just the last 3 weeks of the series that I've been doing it. Some people are even done for the year. They made 40 grand the other week. There's people passing challenges, getting payouts. Like, it's absolutely insane. And it's all mechanical. So I wanted to take this Sunday as another thank you video, another strategy video, and just kind of dish out some more free games, some free gems, and how you can basically even scalp the strategy. But for those of you who don't know the strategy, first and foremost, on my YouTube homepage, I have pinned my CCT, which is Candle Continuation Theory Trading Strategy. This is my mechanical version of Trades by Size, ICC. And so, guys, check this out. The video is here. It's 36 minutes long, but it's a full breakdown video. That way you fully understand what we're doing. And then also in the link of this video is my Twitter. Come here and check it out. This is exactly how we're trading. I'll just show you this really quick. This is the framework image. You have a higher time frame and a lower time frame. You have higher time frame candle ranges. You wait for this blue candle, for example, broke out of this previous candle range. And then once you get the breakout, you wait for a pullback on the lower time frame. And then on the 15-minute, in this case with the daily candles, you wait for it to get back above that breakout and then to match its move to draw on liquidity. That is what we're doing. Higher time frame candles, breakout, lower time frame pullback, and continue. So this is all on here. I've also put a free resource in the bio of my Twitter that is right here, which is like a checklist and trading rules for you basically to have some images and some resources with the entry models and exactly the setups we're taking. So when you come grab that, go ahead and follow me on Twitter. It'd be much appreciated. We're trying to grow this as well alongside the YouTube. Just started a week ago, 555 followers. So you guys are absolutely crushing it. And now we're going to jump into the video. This is going to be a video of just pure free game. First things first, pound US dollar. If you're going to scalp this at all, pick a pair that is moving a good amount. Pound US dollar is going to be probably the go-to pair I would trade and only trade if I was trading this. You have to understand with scalping, you're probably going to have really tight stops, which also means really tight spreads, or really, the spreads play a bigger role when you have tighter stops and you're trading like the 1 minute, for example. So you want a pair that moves a lot so the spread doesn't matter as much. Now this is pound US dollar, and I'm going to show you an entire trading week of scalping CCT on it. So for people like, oh, you switch pairs all the times, I only switch pairs because you're not going to find setups every single day on a single pair when you're trading the higher time frames. It's just not going to happen. So that's why I have a selection of pairs. But if you're going to scalp, you can find setups frequently on the lower time frames with just one single pair. So pound US dollar is what we're going to do, and we're going to do an entire trading week of scalping CCT, and I'm going to show you guys. It's going to be free game. It's going to be the exact same strategy that we've been trading, but on the 1 hour as our higher time frame and the 1 minute as our lower time frame. So we're going to go the back of the week to the front of the week, and then we're going to look at the entire week as a whole. But what basically you're going to do is you see this gray shaded area. This is 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is going to be the New York-London overlap, the highest volatility time of the day. And 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time is going to be the New York Open for Forex. So what you're going to do, and I'll bar replay, and that's why I'm kind of going back the back of the week to the front of the week to show you, because the bar replay is easier that way, and we won't have to fast forward through entire trading days. Neither here nor there. What you would do is you would wait for New York to open, and you would wait for that first hour to indicate beyond a candle range. So the same thing I just showed you guys in that video. And in this case, you can see we close above this candle range right here. This being your POI now, that you would wait for the 1 minute to come and get back below. So this is your POI. And now we're going to draw it over. We're going to draw it over. Oh my gosh. Sorry, guys. We're going to draw it over, and now you're going to wait for price to pull back underneath there. Now, if you're scalping, the markets are moving quicker, and you're going to want to basically wait for, with scalping, you're just going to want price to pull back under and to pull back above. And that's all you're going to do. And you're going to do that, and you're going to try to have tight stops, and you're going to have high risk to reward, and you're going to cover risk. And that's what it's going to look like. And this would be, your trade on Friday. It's the same exact thing we've been doing. And that's all you basically do. And we're going to go to the next day, because I already know that this hits take profit. And you can see this is your draw on liquidity too, just so you guys know. Your draw on liquidity is up here. And this is CCT even on the scalping time frames. And that's still 8 pips, right? So you're probably going to have higher size. And you're probably going to, you're going to have higher size when you trade on the scalping time frames, and you're probably going to give yourself 1 or 2 trades a day. The same thing that you would do typically with the higher time frames. But I'm not, just so you guys know, I'm not personally trading this. This is just kind of a fun video for me to kind of speak to, the people, that have a problem with CCT and, saying it doesn't work on the same pair every day. It does work on the same pair every day, and I'm going to show that. Even on the 1 minute, if it works even on the 1 minute on the same pair every single day for an entire trading week, how much more is it working on the higher time frames, the daily levels that the institutions are using? So we'll go back to Thursday now, and you can see this is just the previous day, and you have a candle range break higher on the 1 hour again. And then what happens, this is your POI. It's going to be rinse and repeat, guys. Then you come back here. This is, you wait for price to pull back now. This is your draw on liquidity. Unless it goes higher, then we move it higher. This is your draw on liquidity. We'll see what happens. Price pulls back below, and then we just wait for it to close back above, and then put stops below here. Put your take profit at draw on liquidity, a 1 to 7 R right here. And then price gets taken out. Price pulls back above again. Price pulls back above again right here. Stops below here. Price at draw on liquidity. And then price runs all the way to full take profit. And it's just rinse and repeat over and over again. That is where price is attracted to. This is 100% where the markets want to go based on candle ranges. And you can see now you took 2 trades. So be it, and now you have basically, there might have even been another third little small trade in here. There might have been, yeah, because price did pull back above again, so I don't want everyone to think I'm holding back. There would have even been another third small trade in here, which these 2 first trades would have been crazy risk to reward if you would have got them. But here's the thing. You lost 1.9 pips, you lost 3 pips, and then you made 14. You're green on the day, right? And that's basically just how this works. Is price is going to make its way there. It's just a matter of when, right? And so on the higher time frames, they're a lot more accurate. You have a lot more confirmation and all of that. But we'll go back now to Wednesday. And I'm going to show you guys from start to finish how this whole week looks and how profitable we would have been, even just scalping on the 1 minute CCT. So you wait for the New York Open, you wait for price to close beyond another candle, price closes beyond another candle right here. This is your POI. And then you drop to the 1 minute, you wait for price to pull back. It has already pulled back. If I can get this POI over, it's pulled back. You're entering on this candle right here. And then this is draw on liquidity way up here. That's draw on liquidity right there. And I'm just kind of showing you guys how I see the markets, how I like basically take these setups over and over again. This is and how this method can work on other time frames as well. So boom, right there again, a 4R right there, and that's Wednesday. So you guys can see now I'm not even switching up pairs. I'm even on the worst, most inaccurate time frame possible. We're on the 1 minute, and CCT is still working over and over again. How is it that the same model appears over and over and over again every single day? Every single day on every single time frame, right? And now we can go into Tuesday. Tuesday, though, you can see, I already know because I looked at this, price doesn't actually give you any entry. So it's during the New York-London overlap. By the time lunch comes, 12 o'clock comes, you just don't have anything because price closed beyond. And then you don't really have any good setups that day, right? Because price never makes its way back to one of these ranges. So you just don't have any pullbacks. We'll even go to the 1 minute. You can see to our POIs, which are just these green lines here, that was internal, right? So that's that price was, it needed to pull back after 10. So you don't have any price pullback after 10 right here, and you don't have any price pullback after 9 right here. So after 9, you do not get price pulling back down to the first POI, and then after 10, you don't get a pullback up to the second POI. So no trade on Tuesday, so be it. And then you come to Monday, and then basically on Monday, you are looking for the same type of thing. You're not considering this. You want to see the first candle open. Candle does not close beyond any other candle. The next candle does. Now, okay, you have something to work with. This is your POI for Monday. It's not daily POI, forgive me. This is POI for Monday, and then you wait for the 1 minute to pull back into your POI, which it does a little bit later on. Pulls back right in here. Then we get back below right here. Stops right up here. And then I know this is close to the end of the trading hours, which you would stop trading at 12. Draw on liquidity would be down here. And then basically you're targeting, it's like 6R right there. Markets push some for you, respect stops, and then you would close out at lunch. There's no point in staying in the trade if you're scalping past lunch. And you'll see even after, price does not make its way to full draw on. It does make its way more, but it does not go to full draw on. Why? Because after lunch, if you're scalping, a lot of the moves have already happened. So you still get 2.24R right there by the end of the day. And now we're going to get out of all of this. I'm going to leave, and then we're going to show you guys what this would look like on a weekly basis, even just scalping GBP USD in the entire markets that week. Monday, you have one trade. It's a 2.24RR. You close at the end of the day. You don't need to hold past lunch. 2.24R, you have one win right here. No trades on Tuesday. Come Wednesday, you have another win, 2 wins, so you're 2 for 2, and that's 4R now on that trade. You have 2 very, very small losses right here. Then you have a 2.6R win, so now you're 3 out of 5 wins. 60% win rate with extremely high risk reward. Now you have 4 out of 6 wins on Friday with a 1.56R. And so you see, you have 4 out of 6 wins, which I don't know off the top of my head, that's like 65% or something. Probably a little less, maybe 67% win rate if you round up. You got a 67% win rate, and you're hitting 2R, 4R, 2.5R trades. Like, that's insane. And so you scalped on the lowest time frame possible this last week, and you're hitting literally insane trades like this, 4-hour trades. Like, look at this trade on Wednesday, massive, absolute massive trade. So I wanted to show you guys this just as free game for those of you who prefer scalping, who prefer the lower time frames. Trading GBP USD this previous week, even on the 1 hour and the 1 minute, CCT 100% works. Like I'm gonna continue doing my very best on a daily basis to show you guys and to put out this free game. But it's just how the markets are made, it's how they work, and they print this setup every day. It's like, I'll say this, if anyone is doubtful, look at every single trade we take and every single trade that I show you. And if they're any different than the others, maybe you can be concerned. But if I'm showing you guys the same setup every single day, the same exact setup every single day, then maybe there's something to it. Even if I'm showing it to you on the least accurate time frame, the 1 minute, and it shot about 67% win rate scalping on the 1 minute CCT, and you hit extremely high risk reward trades in that 67% win rate, there's something to be said about it. But I'm going to leave this with you guys. I think this video was super fun to make, just a scalping version of the strategy we've been trading, and hopefully you guys got a lot out of it. Hopefully you guys stick with the daily and the 15-minute, quite frankly, and you don't switch to scalping because of this video. But I wanted to show you, this is like New York session scalping, CCT, candle range theory. Or not candle range theory, that's someone else's concept, candle continuation theory. And it works. So this is a little Sunday video for you guys. I hope you guys are having a good weekend. And then I'm going to be back to trading my daily and 15-minute candles tomorrow again. So I love you guys. I will see you guys there.